Coming into minicamp, the Minnesota Vikings had a lot of questions. We're not going to be the first to tell you that they didn't, because clearly they did. Yes, there was things along with the Daniela Hunter contract as well as Justin Jefferson. Before that man showed up, you were nothing but excited after that. But honestly, there's still some questions facing the Minnesota Vikings, and I really feel like they're a team that they could be pretty good, but they also have some things to figure out before we head into training camp. And today, we are here to answer all of those, or at least bring those to you, something like that. Anyway, so number 5 here, I have the defensive intensity carryover. So Brian Flores, in his first couple of practices there, whether it be OTAs or the minicamp portion of things, honestly, he had these guys flying around. He had these guys in so many different fronts that I think it really did baffle Kirk Cousins and the offense. Now, there's times where you could see that they did get taken advantage of that didn't necessarily work out, but overall, I'm excited where Brian Flores is taking this defense, and I really feel like he can be a guy that really does get the most out of some of these younger players, guys like Andrew Booth Jr., guys like a Caleb Evans, guys like Brian Asamoah, Lewis Cine, the list goes on and on. But overall, I'm excited about the defensive intensity. That was really the MO for all of minicamp and as well as OTAs. Everybody was just amazed at how intense this was. I think it's going to carry over, but that's really a big question as how they can incorporate that and bring that into training camp. Number 4, the offensive line. How's it going to be, baby? So honestly, at this point, you just pray when Kirk Cousins takes a snap behind that interior offensive line behind Garrett Bradbury, Ed Ingram, and Ezra Cleveland to a degree. But I just sit there these days and I'm just like, ugh, can we please get this man just a little bit of protection on the inside? Because with Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw, the tackles, you're not really that worried about it. But the interior, yeah, you are definitely praying for the man as he takes that snap. So what's it going to look like? Does Ed Ingram take a big step in year 2? Can this interior offensive line, can it get its things together here? And hopefully we see a different offensive line for Kirk Cousins where it doesn't allow a career high in sacks and pressures in 2023. Number 3, who's going to be that safety? Number 3. That is kind of ironic that we did number 3. But anyway, so Josh Metellus was a guy that stepped up a lot last year for the Vikings defense. You also saw guys like Lewis Cine. Obviously, he got injured early on in the year against the Saints with that compound fracture in his leg. You do wish him a speedy recovery, but he looks good. He absolutely looks good. I think he got an interception in the second to last day of minicamps and OTAs. He looked good too. So, Lewis Cine, I think he's definitely battling himself out a role here. I think it's going to be really fun to see how guys like Brian Flores do integrate Lewis Cine as well as Josh Metellus. So who's going to be that safety number 3? Who's going to be able to bring it? Because Harrison Smith is going to be that guy in the box. He's going to go in the run game as well and go get the passer as well. So I'm excited to see that. Who is going to be over the top? Who's going to be kind of in the box? And who is going to be that guy that really is almost like a third linebacker? I'm really excited to see it. And then, yes, we talked a little. We did talk about it a little bit before, but overall, the Justin Jefferson contract. Now, I really am interested to see how this does play out. I really feel like they're going to sign him before training camp or maybe even during, because, this dude's the best wide receiver in the game. I don't think anybody can debate it at this point. So I think you've also got to just see exactly what's going to happen with this. What's his years in the contract going to look like? What's the guaranteed money going to look like? And, yes, are they just going to get this done, or are they going to make us wait and sweat this one out? Then number 1, where's Danielle Hunter going to be? Yes, I really feel like that's definitely the top question. Is he still going to be with the Vikings? Is this going to be something where, you potentially do trade your best pass rusher on your team? That's right, I said it right now. I definitely think it's something that you're going to have to watch throughout training camp, and maybe even before training camp. Maybe they ship him off. We'll just have to see overall. But definitely another question, though, is, Alexander Madison's first time as the starting running back for the Minnesota Vikings. 6 starts? He's had 598 yards and 6 touchdowns. He's going to be fine, but really, how are the Vikings going to incorporate all the rest of these running backs? I definitely think is going to be something to watch, as well as Jordan Addison playing with Justin Jefferson as well as Kirk Cousins. I'm excited to see how that all looks, and we'll go from there. But let us know what you guys think about our top questions facing the Minnesota Vikings heading into training camp. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below. That's what helps people find the show. But let us know what you guys think about our top questions for the Minnesota Vikings.